friends, welcome to Shiva Tech. In today's video, we will see how to file a GST nil return from outside India. Whenever you log in into a GST portal from outside India, any abroad countries, the page doesn't get displayed. Also, in any desk on an Indian laptop, your relatives, friends, or wherever you're comfortable, you can install any desk on the laptop from India. So log in into that from your abroad laptop. Connect to that laptop or PC. Once it is connected, then you will be able to work on that GST portal website. So this is very helpful for people living in abroad who have company in India and have to file any GST filings. Since the portal doesn't open abroad, this is a good technique you can follow by using a remote connectivity from your abroad laptop or PC. So once the network is connected, you can see now we will open the browser and open the GST portal. This is an Indian laptop of my relative. Now I will be opening the GST portal and we can start working on the GST nil return filings. Just Google and search for the GST portal. I will give you the link of the GST portal in the description below. But you can also search from the Google. Once you get the GST portal link, you just log in with your ID and password. This way any filing can be done from your abroad PC or laptop. So once you log in into the GST portal, it comes to the dashboard. Then we go to the services, then click on the GST return. Return, go to the dashboard and select the GST return. Once you land into the GST return, it will be showing for the financial year which months we can file. So we'll start with July. Since I am living in abroad, I will try to show you the live the status of my GST portal, my account, so that you will understand better. Let's go to prepare GST1, GSTR1. Basically for GST return we need to file two forms, that is GSTR1 and GSTR3B. So once you go to GSTR1, before clicking this I agree, you need to generate the summary for GSTR1. Once you generate the summary, it is showing that it says it takes 1 minute. So we will not be in a hurry, we will just leave the process. Once the GSTR1 summary is ready, then we can come back and check for other options. The important thing is you should not click the back or refresh button of the browser. There is a refresh button within the portal which should be always used. So now it is showing that GST1 summary has been generated. Now we can go and check the bottom. I acknowledge, then click the submit button. Do you want to proceed? Just confirm proceed. In GST nil return we don't have anything, so this is the option we need to select. In case if there is a business, then that is a different option, but we are going for the GST nil return filing. Once the GSTR1 summary generated, then we submitted, then we can go to our dashboard again to check the status of our filing. Since this is done live, It is a good practice. Then again we go back to July. Then we can see now the GSTR 1 is fine. GSTR 3B I have already filed, that I will show in the next later stages. But once I have pending of a lot of GSTR 1s, so I will finish off GSTR 1. Then I will go back to GSTR 3B. Now for July we have done. Now for August we have checked. The same process we will do again. Since nothing sale is done, we directly go to the bottom of that and just generate the summary sheet. Always it is good in a web portal to stay as per instruction. We need to wait for 1 minute for the GSTR 1 summary to generate. 1 or 2 minutes is always advisable. So take your time, let the GSTR summary get generated. Then you can go and submit it. So I'll always wait for 1 minute or 2 minutes, 1 or 2 minutes, then I come back, then I submit it, so that the process is successfully completed. We'll proceed. Also in this demo I will show how you can pay the late fee, because in my case I started from July and I went into September. In September I could not file in time, so it was having a late fee liability. In this video we will also cover the late fee liability. I have covered filed all the GSTR 3B, but I have not done for GSTR 1. So I am trying to complete all the GSTR 1 filing at a time. Then this is very simple and it is not charged. If you go for any tax consultant, they will be charging around 8,000 to 10,000 rupees. But here we will do it ourselves, because nil return is having only 2 forms per month and 24 filings in a year. So overall they will charge 8,000 to 10,000 rupees, but we will try to do it ourselves because only 2 forms are involved. As and when you start getting the business, then you can file the other cases, then you can take the help of a tax consultant. I'm always waiting for 1 minute, then I'm coming back to submit the. So this is for the next month, GSTR 1. Generate summary, then wait for 1 minute, then submit. Basically this is the step for the nil return filing. We will not check the other boxes or menus, which is for the business done, tax paying. Since it is GSTR nil return, we will only generate the summary and submit. When we come back to the September month, I will be showing you how to file the late fee payment, because I have a liability of late fee payment in the month of September. Once you generate and submit, it's always a good practice to go back and check in the status menu whether the filing is submitted successfully. It always appears in the return dashboard. Now we'll go back and check the September month. Here it shows both submitted and GSTR3B is filed. GSTRB, friends, I will show you as we go forward. Now here it is, both are not filed in this case in the month of, so we'll go and click the prepare online GSTR summary. So I've started a company in July. I will submit all the nil return filing for July, August, September. Since I have not started my business full-fledged, so I will have to file all the GST return. This is compulsory. Otherwise, always there is a late fee liability which we need to pay every month. Now the GSTR 1 is filed. Now I'll go to GSTR 3B. Now friend, here see, in October I had this liability to pay. So until unless you pay this liability, it will not allow to go forward to pay for the other months. I mean to file for the other months. Once this message coming, you just click close. Then here we need to select few options. Since the liability fee is there, we need to select the B, C and D as no. You can just go through what exactly it says in that and you can just click no. And since we have a liability, automatically the options no is already selected. We cannot change the E and F. As said, we can select the B, C, D as no. The other options are automatically selected for the late fee. We cannot change those fields. And once you go through this option, just click next. This is standard information for us. You can just go through, then close the screen. Now this is a late fee payment and we will come to know what is the liability for us for the late fee payment. In my case, it is 160 rupees for the state GST and 160 for central GST, which is 320 rupees I need to pay. I will just reconfirm the amount before I go for the payment. Now you can clearly see it is showing me the payment amount which is due. Once you are sure that this is the payment you need to pay, then you can go and proceed to payment. All this shows clearly it is all automatic. Only we need to be sure of the amount, then we can just see in the long what is the tax liability for the late fee. Then you can generate the challan. Once the challan is there, the total challan will amount value will be the late fee liability of, in your case, my case is 320 rupees. So I need to clear and payment. I can do it online payment. There is a payment option. We can just tick that and proceed to payment. Whatever payment option we can choose, we can choose. All the details of the challan will be shown before we do the payment. There's a net banking option. In my case, I will be choosing the net banking option and I will pay through ICICI Bank. Then I proceed for the payment. Since the payment gateway everything is secured, so I will just pause the video, then I'll come back and show you the successful payment of late fees. So in this video we have covered the GSTR1 submission, GSTR3B also will be covering, and the late fee payment for the GST. Basically, if you file well in advance before the due date, this late fee liability is not there. Only in case if you file for some reason after the due date, you are liable to pay this late fee. So I have cleared for July, August, September, October, and only my November is due. From November onwards, I will be paying the GST within the due date, so that I am not liable for the late fee payment. This video will be very useful for the starter company who will not be having some business in the first couple of months. So they need to file this compulsory GST return, nil business return, within the specified due date. So once you know the process, you can just file it yourself. Since I have filed all the GSTR3B, I will showing the GSTR3B filing video in the next part. This will keep as part 1, and GSTR3B filing I will show you in the next video. So now you can see